Texas, District 13. Oh, we're here. We're doing it. We're talking. We're on camera. So much to talk about with our District 13, Texas, Ronny Jackson in Amarillo for just a little bit. I'm so glad you're here. There's so much to talk about. I want to talk about the Texas Panhandle first.
Okay.
And then I hope that you can stay just a little bit and talk about Pennsylvania and being at the RNC, and you've been so busy, but you're home, and while you've got a lot to do the next couple of days here. What have you been doing? How are you?
Well, good. It's a busy. We're here. We're in Congress. We're off in August. It's not a vacation. It's supposed to be a district work period, which is what it is for me for sure. I have a big district. We've got 38 counties, so there's a lot of area to cover. But yeah, we're here in Amarillo. We've been having pretty good productive meetings and whatnot. We went out to the helium plant yesterday, spent some time out there, and then we went out to JBS and to the packing plant and spent a couple hours out there. Then we had a Farm Bureau event last night, a big Farm Bureau event, so we did that as well. Tomorrow we're going to be on the road. We're heading out. We're going to Wichita Falls. We're going to stop in to Childress, to a VA clinic, to a new VA clinic there. We're going to check that out. We'll be doing stuff at Shepherd Air Force Base. We'll be going to Denton. I'm going out, actually while I'm in the air, I'm going to get just outside the district. I'm going to go out to Fort Worth, and I'm looking at some stuff with the F-35 program. So it's been pretty busy. I have 5 committees right now. I have Armed Services, Foreign Affairs, Intelligence, Ag, and this COVID committee. So most folks in Congress have 2. I have 5. So it's keeping me pretty busy. So no shortage of finding stuff to do.
Would you give us a little bit of an update on the Farm Bill? That's something that here in the Panhandle we always want to talk with you about.
Yeah.
And the last time we had talked, there were some pauses and some different things. Do we have any new updates on?
Yeah,
on
well, we passed the Farm Bill, and we passed also the National Defense Authorization Act. I wanted to mention that as well, which has a lot to do with Pantex and Shepherd Air Force Base and some of the other stuff military related. But the Farm Bill passed out of the House. Now we have to pass it out of the Senate too. I say the Senate has to pass it. We passed a really good, strong, conservative farm bill that focuses on production agriculture for farmers and ranchers. It deals with reference prices. It deals with crop insurance, all of the things that are important to the farmers and ranchers around here right now. Unfortunately, the Senate doesn't seem to have any appetite right now to do their part. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen when we get back. We've been pushing really hard for the Senate to get, but the Senate's controlled by the Democrats. The House is controlled by the Republicans. So we'll see if we don't get the Democrats to do their part. We'll have an extension, and then hopefully we'll win the White House back in November and keep the House and win the Senate, and the Republicans will have all 3, White House, Senate, and the House of Representatives. And then if that's the case, we will get a really, really strong farm bill signed into law that'll be in place for the next 5 years that will focus on production agriculture, and that is the key, to focus on the farmers and ranchers.
So I want to ask you this. Busy time. I thought, hey, you're not getting to grill out and watch some baseball on TV and hang out with your family. I mean, I love this work time for you in August. Mm-hmm. Going around to JBS, talking to your constituents across 38 counties. That is such a big district. What are you hearing from us and your people here in District 13?
Well, the same thing I hear from everybody. I mean, people are worried about the economy, right? I mean, it's a big deal. That's the farmers and ranchers are hurting in particular right now because input costs are still through the roof. And combine that with just the other inflationary stuff that everybody, not just farmers and ranchers, but everybody has to deal with. And so we're trying to, help with that. I think the economy's a mess right now. I think that's because of the Joe Biden administration and the Kamala Harris administration. But look, we're gonna do our best to fix that when in November. But we're doing what we can. I mean, you referenced the wildfires earlier, and we put some stuff. We got some amendments that we pushed through that passed out of the House. One was the livestock indemnity program, which compensates ranchers not just for the cattle they lost. There were about 12,000 head of cattle that were lost, but also for the calves, the unborn calves that were there, because it was during calving season. So that's typically not been taken care of. So we got that going. And then the other thing is Ted Cruz and I passed a bill, combined the Senate and the House, to where any money that anyone gets related to the wildfires, whether it's from the U.S. government, from the USDA, or whether it's from Excel or any other payments they get related to the wildfires, is tax-free. It's not going to be taxed. I mean, you can't afford to tax this kind of disaster relief.
Now listen, when we were in Fritch, a day or two after those wildfires, you looked me in the eye and you said, we are going to help our producers.
Right.
And you went back and got on that. And so thank you for that. I know so many people needed that and needed your care and concern. Will you come back? Can we take a break? Can we talk about
absolutely.
Butler, Pennsylvania?
Sure.
Can we talk about, I saw a picture with you and Kid Rock. I saw you speaking at the RNC. Can we talk about that
Absolutely.
a little bit?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. With Ronny Jackson, downtown Amarillo. Stick around. We'll be right back.